A question we often get asked is whether our products require ongoing inspection and indeed maintenance. The simple answer is no, they don't. Once they have been installed, if installed correctly, once the seal is done and finished, there should be no need to then go back and inspect it. The type of products that we supply here at Quailfire and provide solutions for are for fire stopping service penetrations, like the examples you can see behind me. These sort of applications that these are in is often in areas that are not accessed by people, typically above ceilings in residential buildings, higher up, away from areas where they could get damaged or be tampered with. So generally, no, inspection is not required if the seal's done, finished and done correctly. There are some exceptions to that. Firstly, the question often comes up in relation to dampers. So dampers obviously aren't something that we at Quailfire get involved with, but dampers do require regular ongoing inspection. So they have moving parts. Typically dampers will have blades and things like that, shutters that do move. They are mechanical. In the event of a fire, there's a mechanical activation that sets the louvers off, shuts the louvers. Those dampers would be in similar areas to these, so access will be required for those, but it's not necessary for our fire stopping products. So that's a bit of a difference there that you might come across. So our products don't have any of those moving parts. They're inert intumescent products that just sit there until they need to do the job they do in a fire. The exception to that is if the fire stop seal is damaged or interfered with in any way. So a common way that might happen is new services being installed. So if you've got a completely finished seal, like the example we've got here, and then for example you might have a new internet system installed throughout the building or something like that, communications, British Telecoms come along, poke a new cable straight through the middle of this fire bat, that is then, the seal's been damaged, it won't necessarily perform the same. It's not a complete and finished seal. It's been damaged, had a new service put through that now needs to be repaired or fire stopped. And obviously, if that is done when the cable's put through, fine, no issue. The seal is then compliant and correct. However, if there is a likelihood that there are those ongoing incidents in a building, so there are people coming in from I'm going to call it a mechanical and electrical perspective, they're running services, they're testing and doing things with the services, the pipes and cables, they don't necessarily have any responsibility or interest in the fire stopping necessarily. So from that perspective, if that is going on in the building, you may then want to implement an inspection of the fire stopping. And in terms of inspection of completed installations, so if the fire stop installation on a new build project has then been completed and finished, we're often also asked at that stage, you know, potentially us as a manufacturer, do we inspect it? And indeed on an ongoing basis, who should be inspecting if it's deemed to be required by the person in control of the building? If inspection is required, both at that new build stage or ongoing, it should be done by an independent qualified third party. So it's not something that we as a manufacturer do. It needs to be someone who's impartial, independent, can review the application that's in front of them on site, so they can look at fire stopping that's been installed against the relevant tested details. So obviously it's important to keep records of what has been installed so that they can check what they're looking at in front of them against the relevant test evidence, the tested details, and ensure that it is compliant and correct, and they can verify that as an independent third party. So that covers off inspection of products, where it might be required, why it generally isn't, and ultimately it does come down to the specific instance that you've got, the building type, what's happening in that building and so on. Any other questions about it, please feel free to reach out to us. We do have a knowledge hub piece about this so you can read more detail, and obviously get in touch with us at technical@quailfire.co.uk or by any other means if you've got questions, and obviously make sure you're following us on all of our social media channels as well.